Hello guys, this is Naomi Jemtai for those who are new here, and for the returning subscribers, thank you so much for clicking and thank you so much for watching my video. So guys, today I want us to talk about something. As human beings, there are things which we must do as human beings no matter what. So in this case, I am going to share with you around 29 or 30 things which you must do as a human being no matter what. So guys, there are things that you must. One is you must be able to make some cash. As a human being, you must be able by all means to make some cash. You cannot just sit down and say that I need money, or go around borrowing people, doing what or doing what. You must, by all means, you must be able to make some cash, either by selling things, either by doing casual jobs, by assisting somebody, doing anything that will enable you to get some cash. You can sell a shop for somebody, you can be hired to do anything, so long as you must be able to make money. That's essence of being a human being. And then after making some money, this one will take us to the second point. The second point is, as a human being, you must you after making some money, you should be able to spend some cash. As a human being, it means that when you've made your cash, you should be able to spend your cash in the way that you want. Maybe you want to buy food, clothes, you want to travel, you want to do anything. Now after making some cash, you should also be able to spend some money as a human being, because we see that animals cannot spend money, it's only human beings. So guys, you should be able to spend some cash. And then we go to number 3. As a human being, you should be able to drive a vehicle. There is no human being who cannot drive a vehicle. You should strive as much as possible. Even if you don't have a vehicle, you should be able to drive a vehicle as a human being. And then we come to number 4. You should be able to ride a bicycle or a motorbike. As a human being, there are some things which you should really be able to know and you should be able to do. You should be able to ride a bicycle, you should be able to ride a motorbike. And then again guys, as a human being, you should be able to design a building. It's not a must that you should be a contractor or somebody or an engineer who can draw a house, but even if you want to build that mad house of yours, you should be able to figure out that this house should look like this, it should have these rooms, it should look like this. It's not a must that somebody can come and design a building for you. So no matter how small your house is, no matter how less the money you have to build the house, you should be able to design and know in your head that I should be building a house that looks like this and it should be like that. And then again, as a human being, you should be able to build a world. It means that you should be able to raise a world and build a house as a human being. Those are some of the duties which human beings should be able to do. And then another thing is you should be able to write an essay as a human being. Essays are written by human beings, so you should be able to write an essay as a human being. Another thing is also you should be able to kill a snake. You should not be someone who runs away from a snake. As a human being, you should be able to hit the head of a snake and kill it. Take for example, maybe you are in the house with only the children, or you are somewhere with the vulnerable people, the old or the children. So you should be able to kill a snake, so that you should be known that you are a human being. And then another thing is you should be able to control a ship. I think this one goes to some of the people, but also they are human beings. So human beings should be able to control a ship. And then another thing is human beings should be able to balance accounts. You should be able to make sure that the accounts balances as a human being. And then another thing is, as a human being, you should be able to change a flat tire. You should not wait for someone to come and help you change a flat tire. You should be able, and you should learn these things. You should be able to change a flat tire no matter what. And then another thing is you should be able to comfort the bereaved. Let's say neighbors or friends or relatives lost a loved one. So you should be able to comfort a bereaved one. You should not be a weak kind of a person. You should learn as much as possible and try, so that you can be able to comfort the bereaved. And then another thing, as a human being, as we get from the comforting the bereaved, you should be able to bury the dead. As a human being, and if you are still alive, you should be able to bury those who have gone already, the dead. you should be able to bury the dead as a human being. You should be courageous and have the courage to bury those who have gone already, the ones who went ahead of you. And then another thing is you should be able to take orders. As a human being, when you are given orders, be able to take them and act on them and do as you have been ordered. You should not be someone who you are given orders and you do not follow orders and you do not do what's expected. You should be able to take orders and do what's expected of you. And then another thing is that you should be able to give orders also. As much as you should be taking orders from other people, you can also give orders to other people. There are those people who are maybe your juniors or you are in control of them. So you should also be able to give orders to other people as well. Other people give you orders, and also you can give orders to other people as a human being. And then another thing is you should be able to cooperate. Let's say you are in a place where you are working, in your neighborhood, anywhere. So you should be able to cooperate with people and do things with people. You should not be singled out. When people are doing things, you are on your own. Be able to cooperate and do things with people, and that's what human beings should be doing. Okay guys, another thing you should be able to do is that you should be able to act alone. Maybe a situation arises and you are alone, guys. Maybe someone falls sick, maybe anything can happen when you are alone. So you should not be that person whom when something arises you just run to your phone, call people and ask advices. You should be able for once to act alone and make a bold decision and do anything that is going to be good. Another thing is you should be able to solve equations. Equations are in maths. It's not everybody, but as a human being, there is someone who can be able to solve equations. And then another thing is you should be able to analyze a new problem. Let's say a problem arises. You should be able to deal with the problem. You should also be, you should not be asking people, what do I do? What do I do about this? You should be able to analyze a problem and solve it on your own. Another thing is you should be able to pitch manure. Let's say the we say decomposed manure, those manures of animals. You should be able to make manure as a human being. And then another thing, you should be able to program a computer. This also goes to some of the people, but all in all they are human beings and they should be able to program a computer. And then this one, there's another point which follows. This one goes to everybody. You should be able to cook a tasty meal. Guys, I think there is no human being in this world who doesn't know how to cook even tea. You should be able to cook a meal no matter what. This one goes to every human being. You should be able to cook a tasty meal no matter which meal are you cooking. You should be able to cook a tasty meal. And then also you should be able to wash a toilet. This one also goes to everybody, no matter if it's a latrine, if it's a pit latrine, the toilet or anything. As a human being, you should be able to wash a toilet. And then another thing is you should be able to fight efficiently. As a human being, you should be able to fight no matter what, because that's the work of a human being. You should be able to fight for your rights. You should be able to fight for anything that really wants to be fought. And then another thing is you should be able to minister a first aid. As a human being, maybe you are people and then something arises, you should be able to minister a first aid. You should learn different kinds of first aid. Maybe you should at least be knowing 2 to 3 types of first aid. Maybe when someone faints, you should be able to know what to do to minister a first aid to someone who fainted. Maybe to someone who has a nosebleed or something. You should be able to know some 2 to 3 types of first aids which you should minister in case of anything that arises. And then again, guys, you should be able to set a trap. This one goes to the people who has rats in your house. You should be able to set a trap for the rats, and also you should be able to change a diaper. This one, I think this one goes to women. This one, you should be able to change a diaper for babies also. And then you should be able to plan an invasion. And then guys, lastly, as a human being, you should be able to butcher a kitchen. I know there are those people who fear to butcher a kitchen, but you should be able to. And then guys, what did I say? I say you should be able to butcher a kitchen. No, chicken. I mean chicken. Hence, you should be able to butcher a chicken, not a kitchen. I'm sorry guys for that. So guys, tell me other things in the comment section which you should be able to do as a human being no matter what. Tell me in the comment section. And then guys, we've come to the end of our video today. So guys, let's get me to 1,000 subscribers, my guys, please guys. So guys, see you in my next.